Hey, so I recently came upon a theory that Severus Snape from the Harry Potter series is actually a vampire, and there's actually a lot of evidence to support this. For example, according to Google at least, Snape is described at least 4 times throughout all the 7 Harry Potter books as being bat-like. And I know that these could just be analogies, bat-like, and they are analogies, but they could hint at a deeper meaning because he's just described as being bat-like so many times in the books that I somehow don't think it's a coincidence. Also, in both the books and the movies, he has very pale skin and dresses entirely in black. It is also said in the books that he rarely ever goes outside and prefers to stay within the dank, dark coldness of his dungeons. And I know that there are several scenes from the books in which Snape does go outside, but they're very scarce. There's not many scenes. But there are a few scenes where Snape goes outside in broad daylight. Of course, this could easily just be because he concocted a potion for himself, which makes him less vulnerable to sunlight. Because Snape is the potions master, and he did make a potion for Remus Lupin that made him harmless whenever he turned into a werewolf. And there is the one scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows where they're chasing Snape through the corridors of Hogwarts, and then Snape crashes through the window and flies away. And here, in the book it says, with a tingle of horror, Harry saw in the distance a huge bat-like shape flying through the darkness towards the perimeter wall. And it does say just bat-like shape, but it is also said in Harry Potter that only the most powerful wizards have ever been able to fly, and Lord Voldemort is the only wizard who actually has magic powerful enough to make himself fly, and I doubt that Snape somehow has this power. So yeah, there's a lot of evidence to support this. He prefers the coldness and darkness of his dungeons, very pale-skinned, dresses in black, described as bat-like several times, and even flies at one point, even though that should be impossible for a wizard like him. But this is a very interesting theory. I think it's highly possible. I'm not entirely sure yet, though. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think of this theory. I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on this theory. Let me know in the comments.